I was born in Kyrgyzia, in the small town named Koshtigirmen, which is a region pretty close to China, in the small valley. It was always very warm and no wind there. The life in this town was kind of isolated. It was very special. A small town around the Uranian company, so it was closed. It was paradise, I will say. So I was spoiled. But at the same time, it was a town of very educated people, and education was kind of absolutely normal and required for your life. And even at that time, I was interested in philosophy, in different kind of philosophy, in Greek, in Chinese, in French. So I was a curious child. About Eastern philosophy, what is interesting for me, that everything there about balancing yin and yang, and even philosophy there are two kind of official philosophies: Tao for your personal life and Confucianism for the social life, and they live together very nicely. So it was very interesting for me. When I was in high school, I was interested about everything. I was competing in mathematics, I was competing in physics, I was competing in English, I was competing in chemistry. So it wasn't really difficult to go any college I wanted, but physics field was hot potato. It's why I chose the mechanical engineering. It was closer to my heart. And I spent about 20 years in research institute as a mechanical engineer, researching the parachutes opening in the air. So I'm pretty familiar with the soft elastic tissue with which I am dealing now as well. About 15 years ago, I was in a car crash and my right leg was damaged. Unfortunately, it didn't heal well enough, and MDs at that moment were considering the amputation. I didn't like this idea at all, so I decided to try something different. And it's when I discovered Sujok therapy, or modern Korean style acupuncture, and together with the yoga breathing, it helped me to keep my leg, and I'm still dancing and jumping. I began practicing massage very early, even in high school. I just liked to play with the muscles. I was athlete, swimmer actually. And later, my first husband had a problem with his spine, so I had to massage him every day. And so massage was part of my life. After that, I massaged my friends, I massaged my colleagues, and it was very nice to see how people are transforming under your hands. It was very, very fascinating. Yes, there was sad part in my life when I lost all my family and went through divorce. And I guess it's why I decided to go to the psychology school, which I finished with a bachelor degree in psychology. And after that, I worked for a while in the Center for Disabled Children and began my own company, negotiating the prices for the services between the providers and government for the water supply. So I was a businesswoman with a psychology background, with a mechanical engineering background, athlete, you name it. Single, but happy. And I was introduced by email to American very romantic man who wrote me 100 letters in 1 week, and after that he proposed me. But we met later and he proposed me again. It was the reason why in October 2001 I came to America and began my life here. When I came to America 8 years ago, it was a good chance for me to switch career from programming. I know that I will not be programming in Silicon Valley. And I wanted to continue the family history of health providers. My grandpa was head of hospital, my mom was radiologist, so I was grow up with this book with the bones, how I call the anatomy apples. So I decided to go to the healthcare, and Eastern approach was closer to my heart. It's why I choose acupuncture. So now I run in my own office. I'm very happy with this, and I guess acupuncture is what I will do the rest of my life.